What's up, guys? It's your boy Milano Miguel, back at it again with another video. Today is episode 14 of season 2 of the AC Milan vlog series. So here we go. Here we go. Well, we are back for a thriller. Match day 14, Lazio versus Milan. Going into this one was a difficult one, coming off of the 2-1 win at Sassuolo. But there was a bit of nervousness because injuries with Tonali, Rebic, no Kessie, no Benacer, no Ibrahimovic. Starting lineup here goes. We had Donnarumma in goal, Calabria, Kalulu, Romagnoli, Theo Hernandez. Tonali was fit to start with Rade Krunic. Then we had Ante Rebic back in his favorite position on left wing, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Alexis Salemakers, and Rafael Leao at the top. Now the start of the game was pretty decent. I did think that Lazio was being quite aggressive and it seemed like they were trying to hurt Milan. The fouls that they got off in the first couple of minutes, but everything settled down. But then everything settled down and things got a little bit better. Rebic would score his first goal of the season? I'm not sure. Rebic was scored in the 9th minute coming off of a corner kick. A free header with the ball placed in by Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Nobody marking Ante Rebic. Milan go up 1-0 in the 9th minute or 10th minute at the San Siro against Lazio. Now obviously this is ecstatic because we're playing against a Lazio team that is not depleted. They have all their best players and taking an early lead is always good for Milan. We would continue to press on to try to find a second goal, and then there would be a penalty that would be given. Now initially we thought that the penalty was given because of a handball on Patrick, but it turns out that with the VAR check it wasn't given because of handball. There was a debate between the ball hitting Patrick's face or if it hit his hand. The VAR check actually deemed that the tackle on Patrick was kind of late, which I think is kind of harsh in my opinion, but you don't make the rules. But to be fair, Lazio would get their fair run, their fair share. With no Zlatan Ibrahimovic, no Frank Kessie, Hakan Çalhanoğlu would step up to the penalty spot against Pepe Reina, the ex-Milan goalkeeper, looked him in the eyes, sent him the wrong way, and Milan go up 2-0 in the 17th minute. Now obviously this is a static. We are 2-0 up at the San Siro against Lazio, a really good side in the Serie A. Yes, they've had some problems this season because of the COVID and all that, but you can't underestimate Lazio. They're pretty capable of coming back. Lazio would try to fire back, and eventually on a corner kick there was a penalty that was given to Lazio on a foul from Kalulu. Corner kick. A very soft penalty in my opinion, but Kalulu did manage to step on the back of Correa's ankle or foot. VAR check, and it was deemed as a penalty. You can say that it's fair because Lazio's penalty against them was kind of unfair, so you can say that it cancels out, whatever. Ciro Immobile steps up to the penalty spot. Gigio Donnarumma saves it. Now I had a feeling Gigio Donnarumma was going to save it, but after the save, Milan players just watched and Luis Alberto got a free header. I blame Calabria for that one for ball watching, even though Calabria isn't the tallest player, but could have did a little bit more. So Luis Alberto pulls one back for Lazio in the 27th minute. I think after that goal that Lazio scored, the momentum completely shifted. And Lazio started to dominate possession. They started to create a bunch of opportunities to score, and it didn't look so hot for Milan. It didn't look so good. We managed to make it to halftime leading by a goal, 2-1. We didn't have that much of possession because Lazio definitely dominated after they got that first goal. But we just needed to make it to the half and not concede another goal, in my opinion, which is what we did. Coming out the half, we thought that Pioli would make a substitution. Rade Krunic did get a yellow card. I just thought that maybe a substitution would help, but he didn't. Milan tried to press, but then the momentum shifted once again back to Lazio, and Ciro Immobile would find a way to score in the 59th minute. Honestly, can't really blame much. People want to say Kalulu's to blame for the goal, which, yeah, you can say that. But Lazio was completely bossing and dominating Milan in that midfield, and it was bound to happen. We knew it was coming. We tried to avoid it, but it happened. Lazio ended up getting a goal from Ciro Immobile, a beautiful finish from him. So then Alexis Salamakers would come off being replaced by Samu Castillejo in the 64th minute. And I've got to say, this is kind of one of Salamakers' poorest performance. He just seemed a little too timid and sloppy. I'm not gonna lie, the first half was sloppy after we conceded that Lazio goal. But yeah, this was not Salamakers' game. Like, overpassing, not running, just, yeah, it wasn't a good game. So Castillejo came on to replace him. Then Theo Hernandez would end up getting a silly yellow card, which would make him be suspended for the next game against Benevento after the Christmas break. Which is, you know, it's whatever because it's Benevento. I'm not saying that Benevento is not a team to, you know, recognize, but I think we'll be fine without him. Milan would then come back to life after John Spitahauga would enter the pitch, replacing Leao in about the 79th minute. This is where Milan came back to life, okay? So Milan decided that, hey, we're 2-2 at this game, we're going to try to go for a winner. 85th minute, Pepe Reina creates a beautiful save, saving Rebic's shot, which I clearly thought was a goal. Then, about 2 minutes later, Rebic had the opportunity to seal the win, scoring 3-2, but he missed narrowly wide. I think Rebic just is a bit hesitant because he hasn't been in a role to shoot ever since, you know, we've had all these goals coming from left and right. And he's kind of lost his shooting touch. He did score a goal today, which was good, but his shooting boots aren't quite as accurate lately. A huge opportunity there that wasn't capitalized, but the game wasn't over till it was over. Not until the final whistle. Corner kick comes from Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and none other than Theo Hernandez steps up for Milan, scores 3-2 in the 92nd minute when there was only 93 minutes of extra time, and Milan get the win 3-2. Grande ragazzi, grande, oh my gosh. Just absolute pure joy. You can see how Pioli was. He was ecstatic, the players were ecstatic. This Milan team does not know how to lose, they don't know how to quit, and we have players who are actually willing to fight for the shirt. Theo Hernandez said he never wants to leave Milan. This is just absolutely amazing. Not to mention that Donnarumma had a bit of injury trouble during the game. We were kind of worried, but they managed to pull through. No Kier, no Benacer, no Kessié, no Zlatan. And who's a Zlatan reliant team now? Come on now. You just gotta say luck is on our side and this is our year. There's something special brewing at this Milan team, and you can't doubt that. Kalulu having a great game. I think Calabria, Kalulu, Romagnoli, Theo Hernandez all had good games. Can't blame Donnarumma for the goals that he conceded, just unlucky. Krunic had a poor first half, but somehow managed to do quite decent enough in the second half. Tonali, a really good game for him. Salamakers, we already talked about him, not the best games. Castillejo was okay, and I think he had a minor injury in the later stages of the games. He was replaced by Maldini. Leao had a pretty decent first half, kind of faded off after the second half, which kind of happens. I think we expect a little bit more from him in the press, but he did show some good glimpses of good attacking minded football. Rebic, pretty decent game for him, got a goal. The only thing with him is his shooting boots need to come on eventually. Hakan with an amazing game. Just want to read a couple stats from Hakan at this game. Hakan had 84% pass accuracy, 4 successful long balls, 3 shots, 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 successful dribbles, 2 successful tackles. And then if we go into the stats of the game, Milan end up winning 3-2 at the San Siro with only 39% possession, 13 shots, 5 on target, compared to Lazio's 61% possession, 13 shots, 7 on target. Key takeaways is I think the pendulum of the momentum swinged completely when Simone Inzaghi decided to take off Immobile and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. I was kind of thinking the Milinkovic-Savic thing was going to happen because he wasn't having the best of games. But the Mole one kind of surprised me, and Milan capitalized off of this and ecstatic. We are at the top of the table. If you look at it, Milan have only lost 2 games in Serie A this season. They lost against Genoa in March, and then they lost against Inter in I think February or January, where we were leading 2-0, the terrible derby that we all want to forget. Massive turnaround that has happened here. Massive thing that has happened here. Creds to Padre Pioli. I'm so glad that we didn't take Ralf Rangnick, or whatever we want to call him, into the helm. Yeah, boys, we're at the top of the table. It's now time for Christmas and New Year's break. We got 10 days for these guys to rest, to have fun, to spend time with their family. Hopefully Kier and Ibra will be back. We'll have Kessie back. We know that, you know, they are suspended, but that's not that much big of a deal. We have Dalot who can replace him, and hopefully Benacer will recover from his injury as well. I just want to say thank you guys for being a part of this journey. A year ago, we were absolutely ashamed, dismayed, disgruntled with what happened, losing 5-0 at the Bergamo and Atalanta, and now we're at the top of the table. Who would have thought? Trust the process, anything can happen. Forza Milan, I love you guys, and peace.